Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day and it's had a good day so far. Obviously, we're in the road. We had a pretty good day yesterday on a day that I originally wasn't planning on posting. I'm gonna mention it one more time. Again, thank you all for wishing me a happy birthday. I had a great time with friends and family. So I thank you guys for that. And originally, I wasn't planning on posting a video just because, not because there isn't any games, because there is. But player prop wise, usually I make my plays from Price Picks, but they only have like 2 of the 5 games up and I just really couldn't find anything that I liked. But I still wanted to post. I tell all of y'all that I'm trying to be as consistent as possible and post on the days that I can and I find good plays. So I'm doing something a little different. If I do have any added plays, which I do anticipate having once those Price Pick games and their plays are up, they will be in the pinned comment in this video. Probably not tonight. Could be later tonight, like late tonight, but more than likely tomorrow morning/afternoon when the lines are out and lineups in general are confirmed. So if you do want more plays, keep an eye out for those. And all the pictures that you see on the screen is from a data app called Outlier. If you're interested in that, link for that is in the description. You get a 7-day free trial when you use my code. You can get good matchups. Good matchups. It tells you the matchups, home and away, minutes played, stuff like that. The rate in which they convert shots, all of that. Link for that is in the description. But I'll get straight into my plays. So what I meant when I said I'm doing something a little different, I have this slip, but it's not on Price Picks. It's just on the regular sportsbook. Hopefully you can get kind of similar odds to this. I know when it comes, especially when it comes to shots, different sportsbook, the lines sometimes they fluctuate a lot. Somebody could have a line for a player to take a shot or something for like -500, and the other app might have it for -200. So it really just depends on where you're getting this from. But I have this flip that I currently got for -109. And the first play is an Italian Serie A, and that's Nicolo Barella to go higher than 0.5 shots at home for Inter Milan, going up against Torino. He averaged 1.53 shots per 90. He is a long shot taker. About 75% of his shots are from outside the box, 32 shots from outside the box, and 11 from inside the box. And he's relatively versatile. He's taken 37 shots with his right and 6 with his left. So he will shoot with his left if given the chance. And he shoots more often at home. He went over in 75% of away games and over in 88% of home games. He only missed in 2 of the home games that he played. But regardless, 75% away is still a good hit rate, but he's at home where it goes up to 88. He's a box-to-box midfielder, and he's involved in the build-up play and playmaking because he is a good passer, which means he plays up when he's in the attack. Hence why he takes those long shots, because he's up in attack. Besides, Torino's defense drops a lot away from home, and just average-wise last season, they gave up the 4th most shots at 13.9, and they are, without counting friendlies, their first competitive game they recently played, they gave up 11 shots to Modena in the cup game. Torino played at home, and Modena's a Serie B team, gave them 11 shots. Now they're playing away against a much better side. They'll give up more shots, and we just need Barella to take 1. So I like this play. Barella to go higher than 0.5 shots. And the second play is in Spain, La Liga, and that's Doti Luque Baggio to go higher than 0.5 shots on target at home for Sevilla, going up against Getafe. He's coming off, him and Sevilla coming off a 3-2 loss away from home to Bilbao, but he took 2 shots, scoring ones, which means he got a shot on target. Last season, he averaged 1.13 shots on target per 90. He is a long shot taker, 57 from inside the box and 37 from outside the box, and he is versatile as well. He took 77 shots with his left and 17 with his right. He is a really good dribbler, and he plays on the right. He's a right winger. He cuts it in from the right onto his left and takes those long shots, which is, I believe, how he was able to score last game against Bilbao. Besides, he shoots more often at home, at least his conversion rate when it comes to getting his shots on target. He went over in 61% of away games last season, up to 83% at home. And he played them once last season, played them away. He went under with 0 shots on target, but he took 3 shots. None of them were blocked, so he just wasn't able to get him on target. But he had the chances, and now he's at home where he it converts him even higher, and he is their best attacker, so he will get the shots off. Plus, you get better value. I believe on where I'm playing this at, you got the shot on target for around -200. But if you take him to go over 2 shots, it's like at -400. So I'll take the chance that one of his first 2 shots will be on target, and I like that he will. He is their best attacker, and he will get the chances. So I like Luque Baggio to go higher and 0.5 shots on target with Barella to take 1 shot, and I got this slip for -109. Before I get into my money line play, as always, I really appreciate if everybody just took a second to like the video and comment as well. It's a great way to support the channel. It boosts the video out to more people, and I post all my plays for free, so why not make more people get these free plays? And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you're notified when these videos go out to y'all. And I do also let y'all know in my Discord, which is linked in the description, if you're interested in joining that, which is not a premium, completely free. I'll let y'all know when videos go out, and it's a great community where with different chats where people post their own plays. You can post yours, not just on soccer, MLB, WNBA, anything you can bet on, they will bet on it, and it's there. It's a great community, again, completely free. Link for that in the description. I mentioned that all the pictures on the screen are from Outlier, so I really want to thank anybody and everybody who supports me in any way. When it comes to my money line play, I got this slip from -121. I haven't started the ladder challenge mainly because I kind of want to wait for a day where I can post like 3 to 4 days in a row. And I won't be able to post tomorrow, but I'll get into that later on. But the first play is in Spain, La Liga, and a Sevilla to score at least once at home going up against Getafe. While Getafe kept a clean sheet away from home to Celta Vigo, Sevilla still managed to score 2 goals away from home to Bilbao despite losing. But Bilbao's a tough defense, and they still have Luka Bacchio, who had 13 goals and assists last season. Core Adams, who hasn't really got consistent playing time the last season or two, but when he was getting consistent PT, he had 12 goals and assists in Ligue 1 against with a bad team around him in Montpellier, and he had an assist in the first game. And then Vargas should be starting in this game, who had 3 goals and assists and 9 starts. He was picked up mid-season last season from, I believe, Augsburg, but now that he's had the summer to be with them, he's had time to gel with the team. Besides, Getafe lost some defensive depth, mainly Alderete, who's their center back, who got sold to Sunderland. He was honestly one of their best, if not their best defender. And then they lost Alenya in the midfield, who was a pretty good, versatile player. And Sevilla were able to score in 79% of home games, 15 out of 19 games that were able to score, and that includes the home game that they played against Getafe. Getafe gave up 69% possession, 11 shots, 3 shots on target to Celta Vigo, and fouled them 17 times, which would indicate set piece opportunities for Sevilla. They will get the opportunities. They're at home. Good hit rate at home. I like their team, so I like Sevilla to score at least once going up against Getafe. In the second place in the Italian Serie A, and as Inter Milan to go higher, 1.5 goals at home going up against Torino. You can take Inter Milan to win, but 1, it's more juiced. And the only way that hits, and this isn't, is if Inter Milan wins 1-0. But if they do win, I see them scoring at least 2. They're the much better team on paper, and Inter Milan still have their partnership of Turan and Lautaro, which is a good, deadly duo. And if I'm not mistaken, they can play Boni up front off the bench, who they picked up from Parma, who's a good striker. And then they still have Dumfries and Di Marco on the wing, so they still have a great offense from last season. They didn't seem to struggle when it came to the league. They scored 2+ last season in 68% of home games, 13 out of 19 games, and in those 19 games, they averaged 2.11 goals. And when they played them twice last season, they were able to score 2+ goals, and both the home and away games against Torino. And that includes not only last season, but the season before that. So 4 straight games they've been able to score 2+, and they have a good record against them. I believe the last 12 games that they've played against each other, this is off the top of my head, but off the last 12 games they played with each other, Inter has been able to beat them in 11 and tied 1, so they're undefeated against them. They play great with against them, and Torino's defense drops a lot away. They went from conceding 18 goals and 19 away games at home, which was an average of 0.9, all the way to conceding on average 1.42 away, with conceding 27 goals and 19, so from 18 to 27. Besides, they lost some key defenders. They lost Kelsey, if I'm pronouncing his name right, a center back. They lost Ricci, a midfielder, to Milan. And most importantly, their most important person that they lost was Milinkovic-Savic, which was their goalkeeper, who last season saved 76.3% of shots on target, which is already good, and prevented, according to statistics, 10.6 goals he prevented, which is absolutely crazy. Just for context, just some of the goalkeepers last year, Courtois, considered the best goalkeeper, one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best goalkeeper in the world, only was able to prevent 1.8 goals. Raya for Arsenal prevented 1.99. Vicario for Tottenham prevented 0.59, and he prevented 10.6, which was crazy. So they should have conceded a lot more goals, but he was there to stop them. Now they don't have him, and Inter Milan can capitalize on Torino's newish squad. They don't have Milinkovic-Savic, and they're at home. They have great history against them, so I like Inter Milan to go higher than 1.5 goals at home for Torino, next to Sevilla to score, and I have this slip for -121. Thank you everybody for watching. Quickly going over last video's picks. Like I mentioned, I'm wearing the roll for a reason. We swept the money lines. We were so close to sweeping the whole day, but when it came to money line, we had the Nottingham Forest to win or draw against Palace. They came through and they drew. And then we had the other slip, Madrid to score 2, paired with Como to score against Lazio. And that hit as well, so we hit both of the money line plays, went 2-0 on that, and went 1-1 in player props. Nico Paz hired 2.5 shots. He hit, and Mateta had to go over 2.5 shots. Unfortunately missed. He should have hit. He had 2 shots within like the first 20-25 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. But by halftime, he had 2 shots. He just needed 1 more in the second half, and he played all but the last 4 minutes of the game, and he could not get another shot. So he easily should have got that last shot. We easily should have swept, but we still had a great day. 3-1 day, swept the money lines, and hopefully we can carry on the momentum into these 2 slips going into tomorrow's slate. Like I mentioned, I do anticipate having more added plays, which would be in the pinned comment when lineups are out, more than likely tomorrow. And I mentioned I wasn't doing the ladder challenge, at least for a little bit, just because I would like to post, like for example, if I post now, I'm not going to have a video tomorrow, I believe, because there is no games. And then after that is the Leagues Cup, and I don't really want to put the ladder challenge in the Leagues Cup. I might make a money line play, but don't want to do a ladder challenge play. So I'm anticipating picking it back up when league games start again, I believe this upcoming Thursday or Friday. But for now, I just had that money line slip. But again, if I have any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment, so keep an eye out for those if I do have any more. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.